his tongue like it was made of glass. Each word to crack the truth might pass. Not because he didn't care at all, but the weight of it might make him fall. The mirror whispered secrets he won't say. Reflections trembled in the light of day. His silence screamed louder than a shout, the truth too sharp to let it out. Not because he didn't care, but fear was a shadow always there. He built a wall to block the sound, afraid the truth would break the ground. Each heartbeat echoed what he couldn't show, a fragile storm he dared not let blow. He wore his mask like a second skin, afraid to let the real begin. It wasn't love that tied his hands, but the fear what he couldn't withstand. A truth too big to fit his frame, afraid to give it a name. Not because he didn't care, but fear was a shadow always there. He built a wall to block the sound, afraid the truth would break the ground. They carved their names on the old oak's bark, a love they swore would never go dark. But the rain fell hard and the wind would sway. Time whispered secrets and took it away. Old promises fade like the morning dew, carved in a moment, but gone too soon. The tree still stands where they used to stay, but the words they left have all washed away. The roots ran deep, but their love did not. Seasons turned cold and they forgot the vows they made on a summer's day, lost in the whispers of yesterday. Now the oak remains, but it's bare and still, a witness to dreams that lost their will. It holds no grudge for the tales it knew, just rings of years and a sky of blue. Oh, promises fade like the morning dew, carved in a moment, but gone too soon. The tree still stands where they used to stay, but the words they left have all washed away. A stranger might pass and never see the ghosts that linger in that old oak tree, but the heart remembers what the eye can't trace. The echoes of love time can't erase. Dusty roads where the shadows creep, a place where silence dares to speak, fingers worn like the edge of a blade. This is where legends are made. A stare that cuts through the thickest night, eyes that challenge the fading light. With every step a story's laid. This is where legends are made. Calloused hands hold the weight of truth, every scar a piece of proof. With grit and fire that never fades, this is where legends are made. Steel in the spine and thunder in veins, unbroken by the hardest chains. A roar that shakes the barricade. This is where legends are made. The world might crumble, the skies might fall, but these feet won't stumble through it all. In the dirt, the glory's paid. This is where legends are made. Calloused hands hold the weight of truth, every scar a piece of proof. With grit and fire that never fades, this is where legends are made. Daddy's hands were calloused, Mama's apron stained. Built a life from nothing through the sweat and rain. Sunday mornings, church bells rang so clear. We held on tight to what we hold most dear. Roots run deep where the soul is red. Stories linger where the old oak spread. Family, hard work, love we defend. That's the way we live it, and the way we'll end. Grandpa's plow still rests out in the field. The scars of labor time can't ever heal, but there's pride in the grit and the honest toil, turning dreams to life in this sacred soil. Roots run deep where the soil is red. Stories linger where the old oak spread. Family, hard work, love we defend. That's the way we live in, and the way we'll
the storms roll in and the winds get loud, we stand our ground strong and proud. A patchwork quilt of blood and land passed down through every working hand. By the firelight we sing old songs of where we come from and where we belong. Tradition whispers in the evening breeze, carved in the heart of these hickory trees. Neon hums like a lonesome prayer, a bar stool thrown in this smoky air. I tip my hat to the ghost of her, raise my glass, let the memories blur. Pour me another, drown her goodbye. Let the whiskey flow till my tears run dry. This bottle's my savior, my only friend. Drinking to forget where love had to end. Her shadow lingers in the jukebox tune, her laugh still haunts every empty room. I take a sip and it burns so sweet, each swallow burying her deceit. Pour me another, drown her goodbye. Let the whiskey flow till my tears run dry. This bottle's my savior, my only friend. Drinking to forget where love had to end. The bartender nods like he understands. He's seen the fall of too many men, but there's no advice for a heart like mine. Just a shot and a toast to wasted time. Pour me another, drown her goodbye. Let the whiskey flow till my tears run dry. This bottle's my savior, my only friend. Drinking to forget where love had to end.
Church bell rings, it calls my name, a ghost of vows and golden flame. White dress whispers through the air, nervous hands a fleeting prayer. A promise carved in fragile stone echoes loud when I'm alone. That June day lives within my mind, a loved once bright, now hard to find. Pews were filled with silent stares, a sea of hopes and whispered prayers. Your trembling voice, a melody, bound our hearts eternally. A promise carved in fragile stone echoes loud when I'm alone. That June day lives
lives within my mind, a love once bright, now hard to find. The bell it tolls to mark the years, each chime a song of unshed tears. But in its sound I hear your voice, a haunting tune I didn't choose. A promise carved in fragile stone echoes loud when I'm alone. That June day lives within my mind, a love once bright, now hard to find.
Flag flies high on the porch out front. Threads worn thin, but the colors don't stunt. It's the same one Dad saluted each day. His pride in the land never faded away. This land we worked with our own two hands. Fields of dreams on this stubborn land. Sweat and dirt built a story so deep, where roots grow strong and memories keep. Oh, the flag flies high in the morning sun, telling tales of battles won. Through storms and tears it still stands tall, a symbol of love for one and all. Dad used to stand with his hand on his chest, a quiet man, but his heart did its best. Taught me the worth of this soil beneath, every plow line carved like a sacred belief. Generations pass, but the flag remains, through the laughter, the losses, the growing pains. It whispers our story in the softest breeze, a bond unbroken through the centuries. Oh, the flag flies high in the morning sun, telling tales of battles won. Through storms and tears it still stands tall, a symbol of love for one and all.
Jukebox hums a lonesome tune, neon lights flicker in the gloom. Bartender pours another glass, trying to make the heartaches pass. Every sip burns, but it feels just right. dulling the edge of a bitter night. The mirror behind shows a hollow man trying to forget with a trembling hand. So I drink to forget her name, wash my sorrow in the whiskey rain. Each shot's a prayer, each round's a plea to drown the pain she left in me. The shadows dance across the floor where we once waltzed, now nevermore. Her laughter haunts like a ghostly breeze, whispering through these memories. The clock ticks slow, the bottle's fast, every pour's a way to bury the past. But the heart won't bend, the liquor's might, it just aches louder in the dead of night. So I drink to forget her name, wash my sorrow in the whiskey rain. Each shot's a prayer, each round's a plea to drown the pain she left in me.
Swing creaks as the sun dips low. A lazy river whispers where the tall grass grows. Neighbors wave from their old dirt drive. In this quiet little town, we're just alive. The general store smells like coffee and wood, where a handshake's a promise and the word is good. Kids play tag in the evening haze. It's the kind of place that time won't fade. Oh, it's a small town stillness, sweet and slow, where the world feels wide but the pace is low. Underneath the stars, life feels so true, a piece of heaven painted simple in blue. Ooh. The church bell rings on a Sunday morning. Fields of corn sway like they were born. A tractor hums as the workday ends, and the sound of the crickets feels like old friends. Out here the air tastes like freedom's breath. No rush, no worry, no race with death. We measure wealth by the love we share, and find our riches in the open air.
Back when the river ran clear and cold, we'd skip flat stones till the daylight rolled. Barefoot summers, the world was wide, chasing dreams on the county line. Oh, time rolls on like a restless stream, washing away what was young and green. But in my heart, it's still crystal clear, those golden days when the river ran near. The old oak tree where we'd carve our names still stands tall, but it's not the same. Rust on the swing, the laughter fades, the echoes linger where we once played. Old time rolls on like a restless stream, washing away what was young and green. But in my heart, it's still crystal clear, those golden days when the river ran near. The faces fade, but the feeling stays, the scent of rain on a July day. I hear the whippoorwill's soft refrain, and I'm a child once again. The fields have grown, the roads are paved, the old red barn couldn't be saved. But deep inside I hold the light of a world untouched, a starry night.
Jukebox hums a mournful tune in a corner of this dim saloon. A bottle of bourbon's my only friend, trying to drown what I can't mend. Whiskey tears fall in my glass, each one a memory I can't outlast. Pour me another, I'll toast to regret, drinking to forget, but I ain't there yet. Her shadow lingers in the neon glow, her laughter echoes where I can't go. This bar stool's a prison, my heart's the chain. Every sip just sharpens the pain. Whiskey tears fall in my glass, each one a memory I can't outlast. Pour me another, I'll toast to regret, drinking to forget, but I ain't there yet. but the bottle's a liar, it won't set me free. Just a temporary bandage for eternity. So here I sit as the clock strikes 2. The night's as empty as my heart is blue. The whiskey's gone, but her ghost remains. A love that lingers, a heart that's stained.
There's a bottle on the table, it's my only friend tonight. It keeps me company beneath this dim barroom light. The jukebox plays our song, but I can't bear the sound. So I pour another shot and let my sorrows drown. I'm drinking to forget her, she's burned into my soul. Every sip I take reminds me of the love she stole. The whiskey whispers softly promises of peace, but the pain comes back stronger when the bottle's released. Bartender knows my name, but he don't know my pain. He just slides another glass as I curse her name again. The clock hands keep on turning, but the hurt won't fade. So I chase the past with bourbon in this shadowed parade. I'm drinking to forget her, but she's burned into my soul. Every sip I take reminds me of the love she stole. The whiskey whispers softly promises of peace, but the pain comes back stronger when the bottle's released. Shows a man I don't know, eyes full of regret, face lined with sorrow. I thought the liquor'd heal me, make the ache subside, but it only leaves me empty, with nowhere left to hide. Now the night's fading fast, the bar's closing down. I stumble to the street in this hollow-hearted town. The stars up in the sky, they don't look down on me. They just shine on my failure as far as I can see. Creek behind the old oak tree where sunlight danced on stone. Barefoot summer, skinned up knees, we claim that place our own. Mama's voice from the screen door calling us inside. Back when the days were golden, back when the world was wide. Back when the world was wide and the skies would never end. We'd chase the fireflies, and time felt like a friend. The echoes of those laughter-filled nights still hold me deep inside. I long to be back there again when the world was wide. The barn smelled of sweet hay where we'd hide from the rain. We carved our names in the wood, a love that left no stain. The tractors hum, the roosters crow, they marked the hours that flew. A rhythm I can't find no more, no matter what I do. Back when the world was wide and the skies would never end, we'd chase the fireflies and time felt like a friend. The echoes of those laughter-filled nights still hold me deep inside. I long to be back there again when the world was wide. Now the years have weathered me like the barn doors cracked with age. The world feels small and crowded, life's turned another page. But sometimes in the quiet I hear the creek soft tide, and I'm back to that old oak tree, back when the world was wide. Back when the world was wide and the skies would never end, we'd chase the fireflies and time felt like a friend. The echoes of those laughter-filled nights still hold me deep inside. I long to be back there again when the world was wide. I know my number one, you started times to go. My life held me for my wife, Ruth Nackamore. Sometimes it feels like I don't know that no way you look me think I could stay with me till me. That ain't nobody I can't take. Too many rains till life, nothing to lose its why. Snapping back and realize we ain't forward. I've been this time my day, just taking you away to the advice. If I come to Lordy Bay, I know adrenaline every time I want to mend. I'll be your ball, your face, and I sail to you with you. I know that you know you types all that, but you still love me. I'm the brain you time and don't, and I'm always real high. Do it reach to love that from the leaves is marked. Sluttons that realize we in for it. I've been this time I dream, just taking the word with me and use. If I come to Betty Grooney, come too many griefs.
Rides the winds where the fences break. No roots to hold, no vows to make. A lonesome trail beneath the moon's sway. That's the gospel of a cowboy who never learned to stay. Dust on his boots and a heart of stone. He's a shadow in towns where he's never known. Whispers of his name like an old cliche. That's the gospel of a cowboy who never learned to stay. Saddle creaks to the rhythm of time. Freedom calls and it ain't no crime. A wanderer's life keeps the past at bay. That's the gospel of a cowboy who never learned to stay. Whiskey burns like the miles he's crossed, counting stars for the dreams he's lost. Every horizon is a fleeting display. That's the gospel of a cowboy who never learned to stay. His story's written in the prairie's dust, where love is a gamble and time's unjust. He holds no anchor, no debt to repay. That's the gospel of a cowboy who never learned to stay. Saddle creaks to the rhythm of time. Freedom calls and it ain't no crime. A wanderer's life keeps the past at bay. That's the gospel of a cowboy who never learned to stay.
Sun rests low on the dusty lawn. Shadows stretch where time moves on. Clothes sway soft on the old clothesline. This day's rhythm feels just fine. A guitar leans where the barn doors creak. Strings hold stories it's yet to speak. The breeze hums low, a quiet tune, a hymn for this lazy afternoon. Oh, the world can spin, but here I stay, where laughter floats and worries stray. A simple joy I've always known. This is Sunday to call my own. Echoes spill from the kitchen wide. Voices dance where love resides. The screen door sways with a gentle sound. It's peace like this where hearts are found. Clouds drift slow in a painted sky. No rush, no race, just passing by. The earth, it whispers soft and kind, a treasure for the open mind. Oh, the world can spin, but here I stay, where laughter floats and worries stray. A simple joy I've always known. This is Sunday to call my own. but here I stay, where laughter floats and worries stray. A simple joy I've always known. This is Sunday to call my own. This is Sunday to call my own. Grandpa's hands were calloused and worn from plowing fields at the break of morn. Grandma's laugh lit up the darkest night. Their love a beacon, steady and bright. Daddy built this house with sweat and grit. Mama made it home. Every piece just fit. We learned to earn, to pray, to stand, with faith in our hearts and tools in our hands. Roots run deep where the soil is strong. Family's the rhythm in life's old song. Through storms that rage, we hold our ground, with love and pride in this small town sound. Sunday mornings, the church bell rings, voices rise and the Spirit sings. Neighbors gather, no one's a stranger. A bond unbroken, no force can endanger. Tradition's the anchor when the world spins fast. It ties us to the future and honors the past. The flag waves high in the evening sky, a reminder of freedom for which we die. Roots run deep where the soil is strong. Family's the rhythm in life's old song. Through storms that rage, we hold our ground, with love and pride in this small town sound.
Coffee steam whispers in the dawn. Grass still wet where the dew was drawn. The rooster calls, his voice so clear. The sun's not up, but the day's near. The old barn sighs with a creaky door. Boots hit the ground the same as before. The air smells sweet like earth and sky. These mornings pass, but they never die. Quiet mornings where time stands still. The world awakens just past the hill. A man and the land, a bond so true. Life begins with the morning
Clouds stir slow in their sleepy haze. Fields stretch wide in the softest grace. The breeze hums low, a gentle tune, promises whispered to the rising moon. Every breath feels rich and deep. These moments sow what the heart will reap. No noise, no rush, just the farm's embrace. A life well lived in this quiet space. Quiet mornings where time stands still. The world awakens just past the hill. A man and the land, a bond so true. Life begins with the morning dew.
The flag waves high on the courthouse lawn, but love for the land ain't just where you're born. It's in the hands that build, the hearts that mend, the way we treat each stranger as a friend. It's waking at dawn, working the land, helping your neighbor with calloused hands. It's standing your ground, but knowing when to lend your strength and start again. This is the land I love, the soil I claim, not just in words but by my name. With honor, kindness, grit to spare, I love my country by how I care. The stories run deep in these hills and streams of sacrifice, toil and quiet dreams. It ain't just flags or songs we sing, it's how we live through everything. It's the choice to give when times get lean, to fight for hope and keep it clean. It's love in action, not just a sound. It's roots that hold this sacred ground. This is the land I love, the soil I claim, not just in words but by my name. With honor, kindness, grit to spare, I love my country by how I care. walks the line where shadows fall, a man who's seen it, lived it all, but still he tips his hat to the sky. To every sunrise he won't let pass by. His boots are worn, his path is wide. He carries the weight but wears no pride. A humble nod to the day's first light, as if it's the dawn that sets him right. Oh, the world keeps spinning, but he stays still, tipping his hat on the edge of the hill. Every sunrise feels like it's his first, quenching his soul, it quiets his thirst. The winds may howl, the storms may rage, yet he greets each dawn like a brand new page. No words spoken, just a simple bow to the timeless beauty of the here and now. His shadow stretches long and thin, a fleeting moment where time begins, but he doesn't mind. He takes it slow. For every sunrise his heart will glow. Oh, the world keeps spinning, but he stays still, tipping his hat on the edge of the hill. Every sunrise feels like it's his first, quenching his soul, it quiets his thirst.
Well, the rooster crows at the break of day, coffee brewing while the sky turns gray, sunlight creeping through the cottonwood trees, a gentle start just the way I please. Kids run barefoot down the gravel lane, old men talking about the coming rain. Ain't no rush, we just take our time, life rolls easy like a back road rhyme. Out where the front porch swings and the crickets sing, we got stars up high and church bells ring. Ain't much I know, but it feels like gold, where the river bends and the stories grow old. This is home, this is peace, where my heart gets to breathe in the small town dream, where the front porch swings. Miss Loretta's baking pies next door, got her curtains blowing through the screen porch floor. Dogs lay sleeping in the midday sun, living slow till the work gets done. Friday night's a football crowd, Saturday we're dancing loud. Sunday comes, we bow our heads, thanking heaven for the lives we've led. Out where the front porch swings and the crickets sing, we got stars up high and church bells ring. Ain't much I know, but it feels like gold, where the river bends and the stories grow old. This is home, this is peace, where my heart gets to breathe in the small town dream, where the front porch swings. kind of quiet that money can't buy. Just a breeze and a view of that endless sky. We don't chase things we don't need. We got all we want in the cottonwood trees. Out where the front porch swings and the crickets sing, we got stars up high and church bells ring. Ain't much I know, but it feels like gold. Where the river bends and the stories grow old. This is home, this is peace, where my soul finds its release in this small town dream. Where the front porch swings, where the front porch swings.
The sun creeps up where the shadows fall. His name still whispers in the canyon's call. A ghost of laughter rides the morning breeze, carved in the stone like the ancient trees. Oh, his name still echoes through the canyon walls, a song that rises as the silence falls. Hums low where his footsteps roam, a spirit lost but never alone. The river hums where the memories flow, a tale of fire in the undertow. The sky turns gold but it feels so gray, for his voice still lingers though he slipped away. Oh, his name still echoes through the canyon walls, a song that rises as the silence falls. The wind hums low where his footsteps roam, a spirit lost but never alone. The stars hold secrets that they won't confide. The mountains guard what the echoes hide. But every dawn when the light turns thin, his name returns on the canyon's wind. Oh, his name still echoes through the canyon walls, a song that rises as the silence falls. The wind hums low where his footsteps roam, a spirit lost but never